TikTok family. Just saying hello. And if Queen of Fish is here, we are going to do her much needed reading today. If you're coming in, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. In Oregon, went on a walk. Got some nice like rosy cheeks from the winter air. Actually, hold on one second. Hi, Michelle. How are you, sunshine? Gosh, it's so funny how my face looks like so red right now. This is crazy. Queen of Fish, there you are. Hi, Isaac. I'm doing really good. I've got Delilah all set with her pain meds, and we went on a walk. My face is all red from the crisp air. Yeah, I'm so glad you caught me on here too. Hey, Nikki. My regular moderator, Kim, is in a meeting right now, so she won't be able to join us. I'm waiting to see if they're, oh, thank you. Hi, Lori. Hi, everybody. I'm waiting to see if I have at least one other moderator. Usually Jenny or Peace 83 or Lover of Music is on. And so if you just excuse me for 1 second, I'm just going to see. Hey, Silver. Silver, are you one of my moderators? I think you might be. I don't know if do you have time to moderate tonight, sweetheart? Because Kim is, she's usually the main moderator, but she had a session. Yes? Okay. And I think that's what it means, right? When I see that you're one of my moderators. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Silver. I so appreciate that. Thank you so much. Lover of music, that's a good vibe, yeah. Oh, thanks, Shelly. So good to see you. Yeah, I am. Oh, am I full tonight? No, I can do 2 more readings after her reading, I think. So if you'd like, it's a $40 donation, and I will see the payment go up here. And then Silver's going to be our beautiful moderator for tonight. So, hey, Michelle. So if you guys can do me a favor and be kind to Silver, usually another moderator or 2 comes. But once I start a reading for somebody, she's going to ask you guys to pause your questions. And the reason why is so that I can concentrate. Hi, Melissa. You're all set then. I think I can take one more. Great, Missy G. Okay, so Missy G, and then I think Shell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start doing a reading right now. Hold on one second. Hold on. I might have to wait 1 second, you guys. And Shelly, so my list is closed for tonight. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Are you okay? Too hot? Delilah's staying with me, so you're gonna have to relax over here, Mama. Okay? Okay. No. You're hot? Okay. Okay. All right. Delilah is, yeah, I saw that, Shell. You're all set. So sorry. Hold on 1 second. You guys know I'm dealing with my little poopy dog, and she just let me know that she's getting hot. So I'm like, okay. I think when she gets her medicine, she gets a little hot. Okay, so thank you everybody for being here. And Rebecca, you're set too. So it looks like the readings are filled for tonight. Please don't pay beyond this unless you want a reading for tomorrow night. I'll be going live again, but we are filled for tonight. I have Queen of Fish I'm starting with first, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I'll go back out to see who's on the list. But I think we have Melissa, Shelly, and Rebecca. So the list is closed tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Once I start my reading, Silver's going to be my moderator. She's going to ask you guys to hold your comments. And the reason why she's doing that is so that I can concentrate on the reading I'm doing at a time. I'm very sensitive. So even if you say like, good job, or this is like the same as my mom or something like that, please hold your comments. I promise I'll take a break after each reading to kind of see how you guys are doing. But I used to be a preschool teacher, so now's the time where I tell everybody, go ahead and sit crisscross applesauce, and please don't comment at this after this time. And Silver, just making sure you're here. Hi. And I'm saying hi to everybody. I will have more time to communicate after I do this next reading. But Queen of Fish, are you here? And Silver, thanks for moderating. So Queen of Fish is up. And the way, there you are, sweetheart. And the way I like to do my readings is I like to see if there's somebody specific that you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know in relationship to who they were to you. Your brother. Okay. Can I ask you, were you like a mom to your brother, or is your mom also crossed over? Because when I pull you through to talk for your brother, and I don't need your first name, or I don't need your first, middle, and last name like some mediums do. Like I do those on my private. But just for this, can you tell me your first name? Is your first name Lisa? Queen of Fish? And please no comments. I'm in the middle of a reading, please. Okay, it's Kim. Okay. When I see your brother coming through and he shows me mom, were you like a mom to him? Did you mother him? Do you understand what I'm saying? And he also shows me the number 7, which to me means like you had 7 people in the family. Somebody's birthday was on, but he was my mom's favorite. Okay. So when he shows me the number 7, it's either saying that there's 7 total in the family, mom, dad, and 5 kids, or 7 is your birthday. Okay, that's how he shows me something significant with that too. When he comes forward and he says, I'm sorry, it's usually meaning that he didn't get a chance to say goodbye, and 7 is in your family too. See? Yep, there can be double messages, so thank you for being open. As he comes through, I almost can't breathe. So did he pass away of something chest related? And he also says he's sorry. So when they do this, I know that they're taking responsibility for their own passing. So he had an action that contributed to his passing. Does that make sense too when I say this? And I honestly cannot breathe when he comes through. Did he have CPOD, or do you have a grandmother that's with him, that had a woman that's with him that would have CPOD or emphysema? Because as I pull your brother through, I almost can't breathe. And now he's starting to talk about, is there an M, like a Michael, either here and or crossed over? Is this making sense to you, sweetheart? And I've got my green drink tonight, you guys. So I'm doing no caffeine. We're doing green drinks now. Okay, no, he had cancer, and my brother is Michael. So the brother who's crossed over, his name is Michael. Did he have cancer in the chest? My best friend was on a respirator. No, he's Jay. Okay, so this is the way he brings it up. Is your best friend crossed over too? Okay, hold on. So he acknowledges Michael. That's a brother here. Thank you for confirming that. And your friend, that would be their way of coming through. Because I couldn't breathe. So I don't know if you ask your friend to watch over your brother or vice versa. But they are coming through and together, Frankie, BFF. Okay, perfect. Hold on one second. Did you not get a chance to say goodbye to your brother? And there's something about him still. Both. Okay. When he says he's sorry, that means he did something that contributed to his passing. So he either knew that something was wrong and didn't go to the doctors, or there was something that, do you understand? Because when they come with sorrowful energy, it's like, oh, I should have done that. Yes, he didn't go. That's why. So he had an inkling that something was going on. People were probably telling him, please go to the doctors, and then he didn't, right? So this is the way that he would say he was sorry. He does say that he knows now he was supposed to pass when he did, but he realizes because, oh, you were encouraging him to go to the doctors. You're very intuitive. It's like you knew and he wouldn't go. But he also was kind of scared of what he might have heard. So he makes me feel like that. And he also says that he wants to thank you for being you were like a second mom to him. That's how he puts it. He was your best friend. Yes, that's what I just keep seeing. Do you actually either carry, hold on one second. Two things. One, do you carry around a picture of him? And two, do you have a voicemail or his phone that you still listen to? I feel like there's something where I can still hear his voice. Do you know what I mean? Does this make sense to you? And it would be like his phone is still connected, I'm going to call it, and I listen to it, or you have a voicemail that you still listen to. And that's how he puts that. I wear a necklace, yes, and saved his voicemail. Yep. So does the necklace have his picture? I literally feel like you carry around his picture. And you know that that poem by E.E. Cummings, I carry you in my heart? I keep hearing that over and over again. This doesn't make any sense to me. But with your brother, family member, or your friend who's passed, is there a Cameron Diaz reference? I just saw that movie Holiday with Cameron Diaz. I wouldn't let my mom disconnect the phone number until I saved the voicemail. That's it. That's what he's showing me. Yes, he knows. Do you know what I mean? He's so glad that you did that. Okay. Is there someone named like Cameron, either here and or crossed? It's that. Have you seen that movie, The Holiday with Cameron Diaz? I said, you carry me in my heart, and all of a sudden I'm drawn to Cameron Diaz. So if it makes sense, perfect. If not, just put it to the side. Carrie, unless they have the same initials, it's a CD, like Cameron Diaz, CD. He liked movies. Okay, just know that 95% of what I tell you right at your reading is going to make sense. The other part, just put it to the side, okay? If it doesn't make sense right now, just put it to the side. But he's actually saying that, yes, oh my God. Have you seen this movie called About Time? It's so good. It's about a time traveler. And in that movie, the brother and the sister's relationship is so, you've got to see it. You've got to see it, Kim. Please see it. Because the relationship with the brother and the sister in that is he's like, I love my sister so much. She's like the main love of my life next to my wife is what he says in that movie. And your brother's making me feel the same thing. I swear to God. Hold on one second. Your brother did love movies, right? Was he a big rom-com or something? Okay. Yes, that's your relationship. You know that song? I'm not a singer, but I love you guys, so I'll go ahead and sing. You know that song? The moment I wake up, before you put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. Do you know that song? There's a Julia Roberts from my best friend's wedding. So I feel like your brother now showed me Cameron Diaz in The Holiday. Now I'm seeing my best friend's wedding with Julia Roberts, and that song is in there. So they're like romantic comedies. I feel like that's his jam. Do you know what I mean? Unless that song means something to you guys. So you understand. If it makes sense to you, I have to share it and sing it and say everything that I'm seeing because this doesn't make sense to me. But if it touches your heart, that's all that matters. Okay. And he's now, hold on one second. Can I ask you, Kim, has anybody ever told you that you would be a writer or that you're very good with words or something like that? Because he shows me you, and then I see a diary, and I feel like a journal, and I feel like I'm writing. And he says, tell her she's very good at that. Tell her she's very good at that. Does that make sense to you when he says that? Just tonight, I started a journal lately. Yes. So he's like encouraging you to do that. He says you're very smart, so you have a racing mind. And you just want to know if he's at peace. And he says that he is. You write to him. Beautiful. I often encourage people, if you're missing somebody, I love that mediumship readings definitely help. But there's nothing like being in the presence of your loved one. And the closest way to do that is to write to them in a journal. And I really encourage people to try it for 30 or 40 days because that's the way that you will start to see a difference, okay? And can I ask you, does your dad have heart problems? He's showing me dad, and then my chest hurts. So I don't know if he's trying to show me that dad is brokenhearted from this or dad has heart problems. No, he's not mad. He would not be mad. Is he mad that I didn't tell him he was going to pass? God told me he was going to pass on Wednesday, and my dad passed away from a broken heart. So your dad is there too, because he shows me dad, and then I have my heart hurts, right? Yes. So then dad and Jay are together. Do you understand how this works? Yes. Dad, definitely. It was like Jay had a lot of like innocence, I think. Do you know what I mean? And also, if you guys are talking to me and asking me any questions, I promise you I will follow up after I'm done. My moderator is off for the night, and I think Silver was on here for a moment, but I can't answer questions at this time, but I will on a break. There's something about Jay where he just, I don't know, he was just very sensitive and very, like, I want to say like innocence or something. I don't want to say he was immature, but like childlike. Do you know what I mean? But definitely see that movie About Time, because there's something about the relationship with the sister and the brother that he wants me to show you. And that's the best way I can convey it. He was loved, yes, and a friend to all. That's what I just keep hearing. And I just keep hearing gentle giant. Like people would look at him and think like he could kick some butt, but he was so gentle and non-confrontational. And I just really think that he just wanted peace in this world. He says, you just did this yesterday. Did you, thanks, Silver. Did you just, hold on. Yes, he would save people. Yes, because he always listened, and opened up his home. He's all, Julie, she just did that yesterday. Did you do something to honor him yesterday? Because he says, she just did that yesterday. And it made me feel like when someone goes to someone's burial site, or something that you did to honor him. He said, Julie, she just did that yesterday. That's how he just said it. Let me see if there's anything else that he wants me to tell you. Yes, I try to do good deeds. Yeah, because he did that. That's it. Yeah, he said she just did that yesterday. That's how he said it like that. So just so you know, thanks, Silver, he's not mad at you. They're never mad at you. Once they cross over, all they have is unconditional love, even if they were horrible in this lifetime, which I realize your brother was not. But I just wanted to let you know that they are all at peace. There's a divine source that we all come from, and then we go back there, and your brother is there, and he is very much at peace. He says that your love is eternal, and he realizes that you guys went through a lot of losses at one time. Yeah, you didn't tell him because you wanted him to fight to live. And it's better that you didn't, because he says you did the right thing. If you're ever wondering from this day on, let it go, sister. He says, let it go. Okay? He does, hold on. He does say you being there at the end brought him a lot of peace and comfort. Because I feel he was very afraid to go, but there's something very peaceful about you. Do you understand what he's saying? Thanks, Silver. You don't have to try too hard to honor him, he said. You do that every day. And he does like stories talked about him. He loves how people do that. He was, but just saw heaven. Yes. Before. Yeah. He is at peace. He was in a lot of pain, for one. And I feel like he lived hard and loved hard. So I feel like he doesn't have any regrets. I feel like he loved more than other people love in their whole lifetime, because he didn't hold back. He saw heaven and told us about it. Yeah. That's why he's like, sis, you need to write. He just keeps saying, you need to write a story. You need to share this story with everybody. You need to tell my story, he says. So I always say it's not in your contract to do so. But when your loved ones from the other side give advice, it's like they're just offering a suggestion, okay? So I hope this brings you some peace today. Please know he's with your friend. Did you say Frankie? Because now they're drawing an F. So he's with your friend and dad, and they're all over there together. And all they want to do is help you guys to live a fulfilled life. Yes, Frankie? Okay, thank you. I always feel like I have the best memory, and they're like, Frankie. I'm like, it must be Frankie, because they're like, Frank. Yeah. So just watch that movie About Time. But I do know that he loves you very much, and you worked so hard to help him be comfortable that he would never want you to feel bad about anything. Okay, sweetie? I hope this brought you some comfort today. Know that they're all together. And I always tell people I love doing these readings, because now you've got your reading. And there were significant things, including Michael's name and 7 people in your family. And now you can know that he's around you. I'm just hearing the energy that's always around you. And you can tap into that. And if you don't know how to do it, then just say, Jay, you came through in the reading, and I need you to show me signs that you're around. And then he will. Okay, Sunshine, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think Melissa's going to be next. And then we have Rebecca at the end. So it's Melissa, Shelley, and Rebecca. But I'm going to take this time just to say hi to people. Hey, Camo. Oh, your name's cute, Camo Cuddles. Kelly Fletching, is there anything about my hubby? I have 3 readings ahead of you, sweetie. So I can't answer new questions. Feel so uplifted with your readings. That makes me happy, Lloyd. Hello again. Tiffany Ray. Hi, Tiffany Ray from North Carolina. Oh, yeah, La Junebug. This is a loving, loving, loving space. We have our beautiful Kim, the regular moderator, is off tonight. She's doing a meeting, and so we have beautiful Silver here. I always love that we have friends. It's so nice to be here. Thank you, Nikki Marie. My list is closed tonight, but I will be trying to go live tomorrow. Just hearing you helping others is so uplifting. Tara, that's so sweet. What is the name of the movie? About Time. It's an oldie but goodie. Well, I guess it is old. I can't remember. Rachel McAdams is in it as well. Oh, thank you, Camo. Hey, sweetie, I'm here to listen in for Shelly, so I might comment. Okay. Her reading is next. I'm doing Melissa's right now, but if you can remind me when that comes on, that would be great. So Candy. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Perfect. I think I'm going to turn off my headphones and plug in my phone. The thing about going live is that my phone can be totally charged. I just had it here too. Hold on one second. My phone can be totally charged, and I think it's the energy of the reading because it's like almost dying now. So hold on one second, please. We'll do the da dun 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 da dun dun da dun 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 da dun da dun da dun. Okay, hold on. Whew. Whew. Oops, hold on one second. Sorry. I've got you guys tangled. Hold on. Hold on, guys. There we go. Whew. Okay. So Melissa's up next, and then Shelly's after that. Okay. Oh, Carolyn Crystals, we have another moderator in here. If you guys aren't following Carolyn Crystals, she has the most amazing crystals. Amazing. So moderators, just to reiterate, Melissa is up next, then Shelly, then Rebecca, and the list is closed tonight. I will be going live tomorrow, probably around 5:30 p.m. Pacific Coast time. These readings are recorded, and so you can re-listen to these over on YouTube. And how you find that is you just double click right there and it takes you to my website and my YouTube channel and all those fun things. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. Melissa, are you here, Sunshine? There's Melissa. I wrote Melissa Missy, but I think her name is Melissa. Oh, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, AJ. Missy, there you are. You go by Missy. So I love that name because I would always go, hey, Missy. That's what I call my dog Delilah when she's going through stuff. So perfect. Oh, you do? Perfect. So the way I like to work these readings is different than my phone readings. It's more like, I call it speed dating if we were on a date, so that I can get to the core of why you want this reading. So if you can do me a favor, everybody else, I will say hi in between my readings, but right now, please hold your comments. And Missy, the way I like to do my readings is to target who you'd like to talk to. So if there's someone you want to speak to today, I don't need to know their name, sweetheart. I just need to know their relationship to you. And thank you for being here. Missy, Missy, Missy. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's just, look for, yeah, if you guys look on here and there's anybody else recruiting you, I haven't vetted them. So, hold on one second. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. So thank you guys for being here. I have two moderators that are going to kind of tell you guys what's going on. Thank you so much, moderators, and Missy. And you want to hear from your friend. Hold on one second. Okay, Missy. The first thing that I start to feel, thanks, moderators, is when I pull people forward, I'll start to see, hear, and feel things, and my head is throbbing right now. So do you know if they passed away from an accident, from a blow to the head, and or an impact, or this can be like an aneurysm? my head is pulsating and feels 20 times bigger than it is. And that's how they start to come in and show me. And Missy, have you ever thought about being a teacher? He hit his head when he fell. Okay. And is that how he passed away, is by falling? Because my head is in an enormous pain. And so he's showing me teacher. So I'm trying to see if he's telling me that you're a teacher or if that you guys met in school. So I have to ask, are you a teacher? And one of the things that he shows me is he goes like this. And this is his description of himself. He goes like this. So I usually, when someone does that, it's that they had, he had a heart attack and he fell and hit his head. Okay. Because the impact is, you're not. Okay. Did you know each other through school? Because when they show me teacher, it's like they're trying to show a reference as to how you met. And if not, just go ahead and put it to the side, because 95% about what I talk about makes sense right at the beginning. Okay. Hold on one second. And do you know, around him or your family, is there a Bill? A Bill, it can be William too. And just, that's okay. Put the teacher thing to the side. Like I said, 95% of what I'm going to talk about is going to make sense. Okay, hold on one second. He's going like this. So usually when they go like that, they're describing their personality. So if he had an up and down personality, or if his health was like that, he keeps going like this. So it's like, that's their significance for showing me something was up and down. Does that make sense? Okay. Bill, Billy, or a B name. That's how he shows me. Did he live with you? Or were you there when he passed away? Bobby, who's Bobby to you? Because if it's not Bill, then it's like close. Do you know what I mean? Because he's all Billy, Bobby. Sorry, I don't know what the question mark means. And please don't comment. There might be double messages. No, he was texting you. Okay. Because I feel like you're there. So you were actually texting while this occurred. Bobby was your grandfather, and he crossed over as well. They're going back to the teacher counselor thing. So hold on one second. Let me break from this for a little bit. If whenever I see the energy of somebody who's a teacher counselor, it means like when you learn things, okay, he's crossed over. That's Bobby's way of showing me that he's with your friend. Show me the other thing that you just said. Yeah, and they're both saying that you have teacher counseling energy. And when I see this with somebody, it's like when you're at Target or at the grocery store, people randomly tell you their problems and you're like, I don't work here. Do you know what I mean? And I always call it the helper. I made a TikTok sharing what he taught me. So see, you're a teacher. You're a teacher. It's so funny because you're like, not a teacher. And he's like, yeah, she's a teacher. She's a teacher. And you made a TikTok sharing what he taught me. See? So you're a teacher. Do you understand what I'm saying? You get that a lot. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So when you have teacher, counselor energy, and they're showing that, sometimes we don't have those people who are categorized as that don't have the healthiest boundaries, because your life purpose is here to help people. But I feel like you're learning it now. And he just showed me 36. So I don't know if you're 36 or he was 36 when he passed. This can also be May 6th. I always break it up into, if it's not an age, then I'm getting a date. But he's showing me that. And since Bobby came in with him, I'm going to be open to that. It can be him as well. This is the way they communicate. They just start throwing out things like this also. Are you moving? He was 37. Okay, so if I say 36 and 37 and it's close, then we're good, okay? Hold on one second. He must have started having problems when he was 36, because he shows me like this. So unless his personality went up and down and he had mood swings or his health. It was already something before this that he should have paid attention to. That's how he shows me like that. And are you moving, or have you moved since he passed? And whenever I see this, I feel like buckle your seatbelts, because you're going, whenever I see somebody like you, I always see the numbers 555, which means you're going through a huge life change, like a spiritual awakening, if this makes any sense. No, not yet. Are you wanting to? Is that starting to come up? So this is the way it happens. If he says she's moving, if you're starting to think about it, this is the way he'll start to come through. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, it does. Okay. So this is just his way. And also, are you close to an Aaron or Eric? It's an ER sound, either here and or crossed. Okay. Hold on one second. Have you had actually a dream about him? Because he makes me feel like one of the things that he's trying to do is he's trying to do what they call a spiritual visit. And he's saying from this point on, Missy, write everything down. You have a cousin, Eric, that's still here. This is just your friend's way of showing me who's around you. And then your grandfather came through too. So they're like, talk about Eric. I'm like, okay. All right. Hold on one second. Oh, you've been wanting him to come into your dreams. Okay. The best way that I can talk about this is when we're holding on so tight for something, it doesn't happen, because spirits will come through when they're ready and when we're most relaxed, which is why a lot of people feel their loved ones when they're taking a shower or driving, because you're just concentrating on one thing. Do you know what I mean? So people are like, why am I hearing my dad when I'm driving in my car? Because you're only just, well, should be only concentrating on one thing, and you're in the shower, you're just only concentrating on one thing. You don't have a TV going on and a stove. Do you know what I mean? So these are the places normally where you can feel like you'll start to get messages or something. I always tell people, if you really want to start getting messages around your loved ones, take a bath, go close to like a lake or an ocean. Water is a great conduit to help us channel as well. But sometimes we're in so much pain that it's difficult for us to challenge. And he does say that this was something that you felt the rug, say it again the way that you want me to say it. The rug got pulled right under your feet when this happened. It wasn't something that you were expecting. You had plans to see each other. So this was devastating, to say the least. Does that make sense? Do you know a Vicky or a Victor? Yes, he draws a V like that. Okay. And if it's not one of those names, I just did a reading this morning and I was like, I don't know that name, but if it's like the letters close to it, then we go with that. I always say it's like the angels are doing like Vanna White. Can you turn on? Yeah. Okay. And you're going to hear dogs snoring in the background, so just ignore that. That's a good sign. Thank you, because I would not know that name. My papa's middle name was Vanna, so Bobby Vanna. That's the same one. I'm telling you, he has very strong, thanks, Luke. He has very strong, your Papa Bobby has very strong personality. So I don't know, usually when they come through in a reading like this so clear with one of your loved ones, they're trying to let you know that they are your guide for right now, that they're helping you through things. And please look up a spiritual awakening. And this is the time to, what you're going to find on this time, and I don't mean to put this on you, but it just, at a time when people are going through this, they usually tell me, Julie, I have a lot of questions now. I'm changing my career. I feel like I want to move. I'm clearing out friends. And your friend is telling me that you're going through that right now. So be patient with yourself, okay? Melissa, and he goes, she's not patient with herself. So don't ask her to do that, because she's not patient with herself. I feel like you're more patient with other people, he's making me feel like, but patient with yourself, he's like, no. But I feel like you're learning, right? So look up on YouTube. I know. He just went, I go, be patient with yourself. He goes, she's not going to do that. Well, he had a really, really quick wit, sense of humor, and I feel he knew you very well. Do you know what I mean? He feels that he knew you very well. So my advice to you, Sunshine, would be to let you know that when I see things like this, it tells me that you're going through a huge change. You've never been through a big change like this until the last time you went through this big of a change, you were an infant learning how to walk. So you don't see babies walking and falling and going, stupid baby, all these other babies are walking. Get your shit together. Do you know what I mean? So be as kind to yourself now because you're in new territory. And I really feel in some ways he was a mentor to you. And now he says, you know what you know. You just need the courage. You know what to do. He's saying, you just need the courage. And he goes, Julie, she's so smart that she overthinks things and her mind just starts racing. She'll get excited about something and then she'll think of everything that could go wrong with that and she doesn't want to do it anymore. Yes, he was everything to you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like a mentor. Yeah. But he's saying that you are so smart that you could talk yourself out of a good idea before it even took off. So there's something, I always say you need a Nike angel, someone who's just going to say, stop overthinking it. And just at one point, if it's something that you love and you know it's going to help people, you're just going to have to do it. Do you understand? You're not going to be able to put all the pieces together and figure out everything, Sunshine. You're just going to, eventually you're just going to have to jump. And that's what he's saying. Does that make sense to you? Dogs are snoring. This is good. We have such good energy that dogs are heavily snoring over here. Okay. This is making sense. Okay. I don't know if this just happened recently, but it just feels like the wound is still very, very deep. And he's telling me that this isn't anything that you can rush. And he is saying that everything's going to start changing. Yes, that's what I'm feeling. And everything's going to start changing for you right now. And he's saying for the good, though. So anything, once we start a spiritual awakening and we hope, wish, or pray, it's all the same thing. He's saying is you're requesting help from this divine source. Don't let anybody ever tell you what your divine source. I always like to say God and angels because I picture them in my mind. Unconditional love, loving everybody, every race, every gender, every trans, bi, non-binary. They're just like open to love. And that's what my belief is. For you, it can be like the universe or divine source or higher power. Whatever it is, know that there is one, but you get to define that. And right now, he's telling me to tell you that you're summoning help. And when you do that and you go through such a big change, it's like losing a friend. This is enough of a change, right? But then on top of that, it makes me feel like you're going to have zero tolerance from some of the friends you used to hang around with. So it makes me feel like the energy's clearing around you, what I call, and at this time, it's not fun. It seems like kind of like boring or lonely. And I promise from him to you, it's not always going to be like that. Do you understand why I'm telling you this? And he's saying you're going to be, within a year, you're going to be a recovered people pleaser. So he's making me feel like stop saying yes to everybody and start saying no to them and yes to yourself so that you can feel more sure-footed about your direction. Does that make sense to you? He showed me a T 3 times already. Silver. Yes, I was lonely without him. Yeah, you're amazing, Silver. That's him with a T. He just keeps showing me. I'm like, spell the rest for me, Vanna White. He loves you with all his heart, sweetheart. Okay. There's a T. There's somebody T. I don't know who it is, but he's showing me either him or he's showing me somebody here. I immediately, yeah, that's okay. You don't know what the T is. 95% of what I tell you at the beginning is going to make so much sense. I gave a reading to a lady a month ago and I said, your grandmother's showing me that someone actually ironed their sheets. She goes, nobody in my family did that. And I go, yeah, he's showing me someone was ironing sheets. And then she just messaged me on YouTube and she goes, so sorry. Yeah, apparently they ironed the sheets. Like they washed the sheets and then they ironed them and put them on the bed. Yeah, who's Tanya? I'm going to have to widen my vocabulary because there's a lot of new names. I've never seen Tanya spelt that way. But he shows me a T like that. That's a Southern thing. Okay. LOL. That's funny. His sister-in-law still here. Yep, that's why he would be bringing it up. So just so you know, this is the way he comes through. He's making me feel like reading after reading, things are going to get better for you. Don't let other people, say it again, don't let other people tell you how to grieve. Sometimes when people tell me like, well, everything happens for a reason and it was in a contract and they were supposed to pass, you're grieving. Do you know what I mean? Don't let those people rush you or tell you how to deal with your loss. You're the only one who knows what you are going through. The only time I intervene when someone is mourning is when I see them not getting out of bed and taking a shower. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I hate that, she says. I have wanted to punch people in the face. I'm not even kidding. When they're like, oh, you contracted for this. I'm like, I'm going to punch you. You need to leave right now. So he's saying that this is a bit of a challenge because they're trying to help, but they're pushing. So I'm glad you're friends with Silver. Like she's going through this too. So she's laughing. So you guys have this kind of like bonding, can help each other. Like Silver, what's working for you and what's working for me? I just feel like that. But rest assured, you guys both have what I would call your third eye very open. So now's the time where I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a bit uncomfortable. But he promises by February, March, April that you're going to feel more in sync with things. So you want him to come to you in a dream and you don't feel him around you so much. Start writing to him. Get a journal. Only put, yeah, it is. Yeah, Silver, I know this part of the journey. Get yourself a book, whatever you want. Just write letters to him. Do you know what I mean? And try it for 30 or 40 days. And you can even write, I'm so mad at you for leaving, or I'm so sad, or I'm happy, or I just had coffee today and I thought of you, because we would always go to this place together and talk for hours. Like whatever you want to put in there, that's what you put, just as if you were writing to him. And I can promise you, hold on tightly to the request and hold on loosely to how it happens, because if we just want one sign of a dream and we hold on to it, I'm not saying we block it, we're holding on too tight. Just let it go and it will come. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Perfect. So sweetheart, I am pulling back a bit, and I know this is how I'm transitioning into the next reading, but I hope that this brought you some comfort today. These are recorded, so you will be able to re-listen to this again. Can I tell you? Hey, Kim. Did he send me that text the day of his funeral? One of the things that he's making me feel is that you guys were texting when he passed, and things with your phone and things that come up on your phone because of that's a sign from him. And it just reminds me, my mom didn't have a cell phone to text, but she was always on the computer. And I got an email from her after she passed. When I clicked on it, there was nothing there. And it keeps making me feel like flickering lights, like a text on your phone, things like that. Okay? But please know this is his way of coming through, and I am pulling back a little bit. When I do that, it's like it's Spirit's way of saying this message has been delivered. Go ahead and pull back, because the other person is coming up to the etheric microphone. So just so you know, he has very strong energy. So for lights to flicker, or radios to turn on, or channel changes in your car, that's not a coincidence, okay? And look for random songs that come on your Pandora and or Spotify that you're like, I've never heard this song before. So the key to this, and I'm kind of pulling back a little bit, sweetie, but I hope that brings you some comfort. He is at peace, and he's like, he still wants to work with you. He still wants to collaborate with you, okay? So the way that this works, you guys, when people say, I need to know if it's a sign. Yeah, he plays me songs on Spotify. I went to say Pandora, and he goes, say Spotify. He literally said, say Spotify. So see, he knows. He knows, sweetie. He loves you very much. Love is eternal, so he's not gone. Their bodies dissipate, but their spirit's very much still alive. If we get hung up on we'll never see them again and they're gone, it really gets us feeling very, very sad. But if you know, hey, this is like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. It's not gone. It's just transitioned. And I just need to figure out how to, oh, that was her. Hold on. Kim's new, and so she did not know that you might have gotten muted, or no? Hold on. I can't see the thing. Anyway, so Melissa was the one I was just reading. Yeah. That's okay. We have our moderators back on, Missy, and she just didn't know you were the one I was giving a reading to, because Silver and I were talking back and forth, so she might have thought it was her, but Missy's the one who I was just wrapping up with her reading. And Shelly, I'm almost, whoopsie, that's okay. That's okay. So Shelly, you are next, and then after that, Rebecca, and then the list is closed for tonight, but I will be on tomorrow. So, yeah, hold on one second. That's okay, Kim. I know, I don't know how you guys moderate. My fingers are so thick and stuff like that. I don't know how that would happen. So, okay, thanks, Shell. I'll be with you in 1 second. I'm just going to take a drink of water and say hi to everybody. Okay. But Missy, much love to you. He's around you, sweetheart. And I just wanted to add that if you have, oh, thanks, Missy. If you have to ask if it's a sign, it's a sign. So think childlike when it comes to communicating with spirits. We can't think too logically. You have to go into your inner child where there's play, and that's where the communication happens, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Tippy Toes. It's okay. What I find is, even if you're trying to help, we have so many people communicating that it gets a little bit challenging. So I do have moderators. You guys don't need to comment. You can just sit back and relax. This is for you to enjoy. I knew the text was him, but you overthought it. He says you do that a lot. So try to go more with your gut in the first hit that you get. Missy, is my advice to you. Your third eye is very open. You're extremely intuitive. No worries, Tipsy Toes. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Don't even worry about it. You didn't know. You're just trying to help, which is wonderful, because that's what this page is all about. It's like a bunch of light workers come and join together. And Kim, no worries. This is a beautiful place, and we're all just trying our best. So thank you guys for being here. Yeah, Kate Math, that's because I was right in the middle of a reading. So even if people are saying something like, Julie, great job, or my mom passed too, it's because I'm in the middle of a reading, and my moderators are doing their best to mute people. They will only mute you for maybe not even a minute, and that's so that I can concentrate on the person I'm doing a reading for. So if you were getting a reading right now, we would do the same for you, so that I could concentrate on your energy. And that's why it's so beautiful to be here. Okay. Okay. Thank you for reminding me about that, Candy. So, okay. So everybody sit crisscross applesauce. My moderators are going to help me today, and thank you for being here. Badoni 2 and Candy Abraham. Those are the two. I'm doing Badoni 2, her name is Shelly. I'm doing her reading, And Candy Abraham Saloni is helping Shelly. So those are the two people, only, two people that should be talking. Okay, thank you guys for being here. Okay, Shelly. Shelly, can I ask you something? Is your dad crossed as well? Yes, that's right. Yes. Okay, because Dad's like, what am I, chopped liver? So you're asking for your sisters, and your dad comes through and he's like, hey. So he starts to come through. Hold on one second. Is that funny? Dad's like, I want to know about this. Hold on one second. Did you have a sister that was on a lot of medication before she passed? Because I see a bottle of pills and I'm trying to understand what she shows me. That's one of them that comes forward first. And do you have something funny in your family where the oldest girl is, yes, somebody, okay. Can I ask you if she was did she take pills before she passed? Like, did she, I'm trying to word this right. Did she take the pills to pass away? Does that make sense? I don't want to do the word on here. And there's something about this. Yes, okay. She comes through first, and this is how she's coming through. And does she have a daughter, or did you help with her daughter or her kids or something? Because I keep seeing kids involved in this, and I feel like, thank you for helping with the kids. Okay, hold on one second. And then say the thing that you were just going to see. Yes, I did. Okay, that's it. That's how she shows me that. You guys might want to know if she's at peace on the other side. Don't ever let a medium tell you that if someone was part of their own passing that they're stuck. That's a myth. It's not true. Everybody who leaves this earth plane goes and heals in that divine love. I call it home. Some people can call it heaven. Some people can call it the other side. Whatever it is, to determine the name of it, that's up to you. But please know I see her over there. And for Dad to come through and say, I'm here too, shows me that. Was your dad's name John? Right away I just was like, John. So there's like a J name, J-O. Hold on one second. Yep, Candy did. Okay. Help with the kids. Okay, Jimmy. Who's Jimmy to you? Because it's like a J. Dad comes through. Okay, there's a J name that your dad is pulling through. Hold on one second. I have to share this story with you. So they showed me this 3 times. In my family, oh, brother. Okay, that's just her way of showing who's around. Hold on one second. Too many messages. They're all yelling at me. You got a lot of family members. Do you know what I mean? And if you're here and you're just commenting and you get muted, I'm right in the middle of a reading and they're doing that so I can concentrate. But thank you for being here. We really appreciate everybody being here. Okay, hold on one second. Say the thing that you were saying. God, when your family got together, did everybody just talk at the same time? The more I'm pulling people forward, I almost can't even think. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my gosh. They're loud. Okay, so one at a time. Hell yeah, yes. They're doing that now. I was like, usually one spirit comes at a time, but it's like so loud. It reminds me of like, okay, anyway. So they showed me this 3 times. In my family, the youngest girl is the tallest. So do you have that in your family where it's like, so I have one sister that's 5'2", and she's the second to the youngest, and the youngest one is the tallest. So I keep seeing like that, like this one is the oldest and she's the shortest, and the younger one is the tallest. Does that make sense to you? Is this either with your sisters or her kids? Candy is? Okay. So just so you know, we always thought that was ironic in our family. You were the tallest girl. Okay, that's why. And are you the youngest, Candy? Because then that's what she's trying to say, is that the youngest is the tallest. Yeah. And we always thought that was the funniest thing, because then you got, yes, okay, that's it. See, like little details like that. I don't know why they would bring that up other than just to confirm with you that that's something specific. Thank you. My readings are full tonight and you might be muted. I'm just in the middle of a reading, trying to concentrate on this, but thank you for being here. Did you guys, this sister in particular, when you guys were growing up, did you guys spend a lot of time by boats and water? Because my favorite thing to do, I just keep seeing that around you guys. I feel like I can see grass, I'm walking, then there's water, and then there's a boat. So out of both sisters and or dad, this is what they're showing. You did, Shelly. You did. Okay. That's how they showed me. Shelly, have you had some health problems? Yes, she was fishing. Okay. Shelly, have you had some health problems? Because one of the things that yes, because your dad keeps calling you a miracle. So I don't know if you already like had health problems and you thought you were going to pass, and now you're on hospice, because your dad is saying it's been a long time since you, like a month, and people thought you were going to pass away, and you just keep going. He calls you the little engine that could. I think it's like nobody can tell you when you're going to go, and they already thought you were going to pass. See, how would I know that? Do you understand? You've been see, they thought you were going to pass away 2 years. You are a walking miracle. Your dad said she's had some health problems and she is a miracle. See, how would I know that? And you or Candy, do you have an affinity with horses or something? Because you know that song Wildfire? She ran calling wildfire. That's like about a girl on a horse, and I just keep hearing that song. It would be somebody has an affinity for horses and or that song, because they're bringing it up for a reason. Okay. You have 5 horses, Candy. Yes. So see how they come through. Do you know what I mean? Your dad says you like horses more than some people, he says. And we used to have a show when I was growing up. I feel like you're quite younger than me. And it's one of your favorite songs too. See? Like, out of all the songs, I feel like I'm Casey Kasem on Sundays doing the flashback with the songs. Yeah. Yeah. Because we had a show when I was growing up. And I can't remember the name of it, but the horse talked. And the guy would talk to the horse, Mr. Ed. And your dad's bringing that up. So either somebody's name is Ed or Edwin or something, or you also, like, you talk to your horses like you do a person. Do you know what I mean? You actually like have conversations. You're like, they can hear me, I can hear them. This is a normal thing. Do you know what I mean? I just keep seeing that. And Candy, I don't know, one of your sisters is saying, hold on. One of your sisters is saying, say the thing that you were going to say again. That you have a special way of making people feel special about themselves. Do you know what I mean? You have a way of making people feel special about themselves. And I did see your comment on the Idaho murders. I don't work with missing persons or murders anymore, but thank you for being here. And I'm just concentrating on a reading right now, but thank you for being here. Is it an anniversary of someone's passing, or is your birthday coming up? Because they're also showing me birthday candles, and it would be like, yes, you always try to treat people well, but it's more than that. It's a gift of helping people feel better about themselves. So, and you're for like the underdog, she says, and she literally said like special needs. So there's something about you, like you're a voice for the voiceless. You're here to work with special needs, like people that are less fortunate. or the people who are unseen. You're very drawn to like the underdog, if that makes any sense to you. She's showing me that. Okay. Your dad's saying about how he breeds well because all of his girls are beautiful, so he's funny that way. And I'm just, yeah, hold on one second. Did your dad look like Kenny Rogers or something? Okay, show me the other thing. The other sister that you have crossed over, did she pass away from cancer? So Candy, you worked with special needs. Okay, that's just their confirmation. Do you see how they're pulling things up? He thought he looked like Kenny Rogers. Okay, or he thought you guys are all beautiful. Yes, 2 of them did. Okay, because I have another sister coming. Does she have an L in her name? One of them's going like this, so I need to pay attention. Sometimes it's first name, sometimes it's last name, but I'm literally drawing an L like this. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. I'm going to grab some water. Now I'm going to put it to the side. One of them is showing me this, so if it's not them, then it's like dad or you have another relative coming in. I have to admit, most family members come in one at a time and they show me clues. Yours are yelling, so I'm trying to decipher what they're saying, but there is like a Louise or Louis or Louise. Brenda Lee, who's that? Who's Brenda Lee? Is that one of your sisters as well? Because it would have to be part of like their name. Like I said, it can be like their last name too. Is Brenda Lee one of your sisters? Yes, then it's that one. She's coming through. Can I ask you, did she win homecoming, or was she just really pretty? I actually see like a sash going across her chest like this, so that's usually their way of showing me, yes, they won homecoming queen, or they were really popular in school. That's usually their sign to show me that. Or they actually oh no, okay, she's showing me this and it keeps going over. So if it's not that, then this is a birthday sash, and they did say like it was just someone's birthday and or anniversary of someone's passing. And I haven't forgotten about you, Rebecca. Thank you for holding on. I can hear her family too. Shelly, do you look just like your dad or something like that? Do you have blue eyes? Is there like a Frank Sinatra reference about a song Blue Eyes he's showing me? Okay, Brenda passing, anniversary. Okay, that's it. And mom on the night. Okay, that's just their way of showing me. It's an anniversary of their passing, like soon. Yeah. And Shelly looks like dad. Yes. See, Candy, how it's like, Shelly, do you look like your dad? And then it's like, yes. Hi, Shelly. Sorry, it's a different Shelly I'm doing a reading for, but there will be double messages. And I love how Spirit does that. And yes, you will hear dogs snoring in the background because you guys have such good energy. We're just surrounding the dogs. Say it again. At this point, they're saying that you guys have had so many family members pass that you have more family members pass than you have here. Do you understand when they say that? And they said that you've been doing a good job moving forward, and that you guys use laughter as a healing tool. Like you have to just keep laughing. That's one of your things. Oh, you do. You only have 3 left. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Did you say your mom's crossed over as well? Because mom makes me feel like, you know how those movies go, or that nursery rhyme where it says there was a woman in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. I'm supposed to give you guys a hard time. Yes. Shelly and I laugh all the time. Good. Watch the movie House Sitter with Goldie Hawn. That's one of my favorite movies. Because Mom says, I'm supposed to give you a hard time about, she's like, they would always slam that damn screen door. Do you guys have just, it's like in and out, slamming the door. So she makes me feel like there was always traffic through her house. She'd say, Julie, sometimes we would be eating dinner and there would be, the kids would bring a friend home and I'd be like, who the hell is that? Like, she's like, she looks up from dinner with the roast and the mashed potatoes. Would your mom make creamed cucumbers? Your mom's making me hungry. I'd like roast, mashed potatoes, and creamed cucumbers. Yes. And then you guys would just bring friends over and Mom would be like, who the hell are these kids? She's like, time to make more Kool-Aid. Got to make this stretch. Do you know what I mean? This is so funny. So she, yeah, your mom was like a hard worker, no joke. But she did say that, she's like, we had so many kids that, yeah, this is making sense to you, that everybody in the neighborhood was like, there's one of your kids, Carolyn, there's one of your, do you know what I mean? She's like, oh my God. And I don't know if her name was Carolyn, but I just felt like saying that, like, there goes one of your kids, like, again, down the street. So she just keeps showing me that she wasn't Mom of the Year. As she looks at her life, she makes me feel like as many people that were in and out of the house and all, right? Yeah. And all of that slamming the door and yelling at people slamming the door, than if she was ever more uptight than a mother should have or would have been. She just makes me feel like, I don't know if your mom ever dealt with like headaches or mood swings, but I feel like as she comes through, I feel like somebody who would suffer from a lot of headaches. Yeah, if you're, I'm right in the middle of doing a reading for another person named Shelly Sheila, so you might get muted, but there are always double messages here, and I love that Spirit does that, so that's a way that you know that your loved ones are here as well. Your mom had a brain tumor. Yeah, because my head is hurting. So one of the things with her not being so nice, I feel like I could see when we have a tumor pressing on the brain, there's this doctor, I can't remember his name, but he worked with people who have like personality disorders or anger, and he found that this part of their brain was being pressed on either from like water, I can't remember, I'm not saying this right, but one of them was like a cyst on the brain and one of them was a tumor. So I feel like your mom's coming through apologetically, but also saying she didn't know that was part of her tumor. Does that make sense to you? And I don't know if it was actually started in her pituitary gland, but I feel like she had it. Oh, for sure. Shelly says, okay. So I feel like I also, because of technology back then, I feel the brain tumor was there long before it was detected. Yes, thank you. We both needed that. Because I feel like when you guys were younger, she wasn't as bad. And as she got older, it just got worse and worse. But I want you to know that as she shows me, she was always in constant pain. And the doctors kind of gaslit her. She's like, I feel like I'm in pain. And they're like, you're going through menopause. And I feel like I'm in pain. And they're like, you know what I mean? I feel like they totally gaslit her and did not give her the help. So I feel like she was feeling very frustrated. Does that make sense to you? And she says, oh, my dog is snoring so loud. Yes. Okay. So she just is asking if you can find it in your heart to forgive her, because she didn't know what she was doing. And she didn't know how hard that was on you guys. But Candy, especially you, I feel like you got the brunt of it, because being the youngest, I just don't think that your mom was like this when the other girls were younger, because I feel like the tumor was not as bad and it wasn't pressing as hard on her brain. Does that make sense to you? So she's so sorry if you grew up feeling like your mom hated you or she was mad that wasn't it at all. She just was in constant pain. Yeah, thanks, Mom. We fought a lot. She understands. She understands. She was just not herself. And you might have thought like, well, you were nicer to the girls, but not to me. Did you hate me? I honestly did think that. No, sweetheart. I want to give you a hug. Your mom loved you, and this was nothing that you did personally. And even today, the feeling of when you don't want to make a mistake, like as your mom's, oh, you don't want to make a mistake because you feel like someone's going to be mad at you. Your mom says that's the residue from her being on you so much, but she was honestly in so much pain, sweetheart. You have to know this was not her. Someone would have like, she just was gaslit by her doctors. If they would have been able to know that this was a brain tumor and had the technology and looked at it, then they would be giving you guys more guidance to say like, hey, she's going to be changing a lot. This is normal for people like this. But just know from this day forward, like she literally has like, oh, Candy needed this. Candy, I want to give you a hug, honey. Because you try so hard now to, it's like residue from trying so hard to be appreciated or approved, and just relax into it and just know that she just loved you. Geez, you got me crying. You made me cry. This is why I love to do what I'm doing, because if it's going to give you a healing message, it's going to bring you some comfort. Do you know what I mean? And there's no way that I would know these things. Yes. Just rest today and be at peace, and knowing that when spirits cross on the other side, they become unconditional love, and they want to make up for the harm that they caused, or the harm that they caused by being MIA. Whatever it was, if they left any residue for you, they are now trying to help you on the other side. And I don't know if you like chocolate covered strawberries or chocolate covered cherries, or why I keep seeing that. There's something like chocolate with cherries, chocolate with strawberries. I replay the time I passed situations. Yeah, she says, please don't do that anymore. And please just know when your mind races to try to figure them out, just say, Mom was not well. I didn't deserve that. It's not over. My mom has transitioned now. Like people always say, well, it's over now. She can't be a mom to me. She can. I had the worst dad ever. He was an alcoholic. He was abusive, whatever. And he's crossed over, and he's a better dad now to me than he ever was before when he was on this plane. So I'm letting you know now. She's saying it's not over. It's not over. Who likes, there's this 80s candy, and I just can't even think of it. But which one of you, Shelly or Candy, like the chocolate covered strawberries, or it's chocolate covered cherries? It's like that kind of a combination. And now I'm craving one, but it's like 70s candy, 80s candy too. And it's really crunchy, and there's cherry in it. Your mom's making me hungry. I want to roast. When I'm done with this reading, I want to roast with mashed potatoes and creamed cucumbers. I haven't craved Kool-Aid. Now I want Kool-Aid. And then these cherry candies. Is it strawberry with chocolate, right? Yeah, see? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Trader Joe's have them. Cherry bombs in a box. Yeah, maybe it's like that. So this is making sense too. So I'm pulling back a little bit. Rebecca, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm still here, because now they're yelling Rebecca, Rebecca, and this is how I know. They'll pull back from one person, and then I know I'm transitioning into another one. But I'm so glad that you guys got this reading today. I know that there's probably more family members that wanted to come through, because it seems like you guys have a large crew. But let me just leave you with this so that you know your mom is coming through, and she's saying, baby girl, we got to wipe this slate clean, and that I've got nothing but love for you. Nothing but love. And from here on out, she wants to help you have the rest of your life be the best of your life. Okay? You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Shelly. Your dad is so funny. He's like, what am I, chopped liver? I only got 30 seconds to speak. Oh, Dad, you'll be fine. But they're all okay over there and they all are at peace. Now they want to help you guys live your life and it's not over. And Shelly, you are a walking miracle. You're a walking miracle. Yes, I think of you. Oh, Dad knows. All right. So much love to you guys. Oh, that was so beautiful. I'm going to take a quick break to go powder my nose. And Rebecca, I'm going to be doing your reading here. Oh, did your dad come through the last time? Yeah, that's it. That's it. So I'm just going to take a quick potty break. I will be right back. And then it's Rebecca's reading. Ladies, thank you so much. This is recorded. I put it over on YouTube. And just know with your family coming through this way, they are very much around you. Their bodies have dissipated, but their spirits are very much still alive. And it's their spirits of what I'm speaking to now that are always around you and willing to help you in any way that they can, okay? I'll be right back. And Rebecca, you're up next, okay, sunshine? You guys can listen to the beautiful sound of dogs snoring. Oh my gosh, you got me so funny. You're okay. You're okay. I always say we're going to go out with a bang now with Rebecca. Hello, everybody. Kim, I'm so excited to hear later about how things went for you. I'll be up for a while so we can text. Were you guys being serenaded to with dogs snoring back and forth? I don't know, Casey. I hope that whatever you have in your relationship that is pure love and that you feel appreciated and loved. But I do not do love readings actually. So, but I do hope that you feel loved. I know, Lloyd. We often talk about that. So Rebecca, are you here? Rebecca, Bobecca, Fana, Rebecca. Yes, your loved ones can hear you. My list is closed tonight. I do take PayPal, but I'll be on tomorrow around 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time. Some people pay in advance, which is what one person did tonight. And I just don't see Rebecca. Rebecca, Ollie Oxenfree. Hold on, let me log out and make sure that was her name. Thought it was Rebecca. Hold on one sec. Rebecca, thank you for being here. Welcome to Dog's Snoring Show. Can't see the feed. It says that the feed is paused. Yes, I did pause it. But I'm back now. Can you guys see me? I was just texting you to see how you're doing. And thank you guys for being here. For for the dog snoring show. Hey, Dancer 9099. Hey, Sam D. I'm just doing a reading for Rebecca. So Rebecca, one of the things that I'd like to do is I always like to guide these reading time zone. I'm on Pacific Coast time, and I'll be on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time, 8 p.m. Eastern Coast time. Thanks, Linda. Oh, you guys have such good energy. So Rebecca, are you here? If not, I think I turned your other reading into a text reading the other day. You're here. Okay. The way I like to do these readings is often I equate it in a joking way to say it's like speed dating. So to narrow it down who you want to hear from, is there somebody specific that you'd like to hear from today that I can help you with, sweetie? I think what's happening, because she just texted me, I just got your text, Rebecca, and yeah, I think you're on a delay. I think you might be on a delay, sweetheart. So Rebecca, you might want to like log off and come back in. My dogs are going to start barking. Hold on. Rebecca. Yeah, I'm not seeing your comments, sweetie. I might just transfer. Okay, there we go. I want you to know which one the mic. Oh no, that was her. Kim. Kim, that was that's Rebecca. Hold on, Rebecca. The Terra, whatever. Hold on, Rebecca. Just give us 1 minute. It's at the end of the night. You're unmuted. We're just trying to figure it out. Yeah, no one's muting you by accident. That's okay. We got her back. Okay, so Rebecca, you're here. You can hear me. I can see you. It's okay. It's good to bring laughter in because this all just gets like silly. It's okay. It's totally okay. I don't know how you moderators do it. My fingers are like so thick. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad, Kim. Was it a past life regression that you did? Or was it just, I guess we can talk about that. Okay, there we go. Sunshine. Okay, so Rebecca, back to you. The way I like to do these readings is to concentrate on who you want to hear from today. That's okay, Kim. I do that all the time. So as a psychic medium, one of the things that I'm feeling is mother present. So is your mom crossed over? And Rebecca, I have a feeling you might be on a delay. Okay, there we go. Not my mother. She's taught me enough. Okay, hold on 1 second. So what I'm trying to ask, sweetheart, and maybe I'll just text you because I think that there might be a time delay on the text today. Who did you want to hear from today then, sweetheart? That's how this kind of works. Yeah. She passed. I don't want to talk to my mom. Okay. So she's here and she's holding space for you. I think I'm going to move over to texting because I think what's happening is I think we're on a time delay. Okay. So Rebecca, I have your phone number where I can text you. So I think I'm going to change this into a text reading because I think what's happening is one of our Wi-Fi systems have one of us on a delay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just wrap things up over here and move over to text. I'll leave here. Okay. So you can see. Okay. You want me to stay on here. Okay. So if you don't want to hear from your mom, sweetheart, I just need to know who you want to hear from today. Because spirits will just start to come forward and mom's the first one to come forward. And I'm just going to do this really quick. Hold on. Yeah, I'm staying here, Rebecca. That's okay. Okay, did one of them smoke? Either you're saying there's Bobby and Grandpa Sony. Did one of them smoke? Because when I start to taste smoke in my mouth, that's how I know that they're showing me that they smoked. And this can be pipe, cigar, it's all the same thing. I won't know the difference. Okay. Your grandmother smoked? Okay. Bobby. So is Bobby your grandmother and Sony's your grandpa? Says Bobby's coming through and showing me that. Is there something where you were either your grandmother's favorite or you were the most alike? Because she's showing me that. And she says that you went through quite a heartbreak, but I feel that things are going to start being better for you. Does that make sense to you? She's literally showing me like she's like Cupid. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of delay. Bobby is grandpa's side and Sony is grandma's side. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yes. Bobby is grandpa on dad's side. Sonny is grandpa on mom's side. Okay. The one who smoked, Bobby on grandpa's, on dad's side. Saying that you went through a heartbreak and that they're helping you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so this makes me feel like a relationship ended badly, but now there's new love in your life. That's how they show me. This making sense to you? Okay. Did Bobby or Sonny have quadruple bypass surgery or open heart surgery? Someone is showing me a like a scarred, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense to you? Okay, your father had quadruple bypass. Then this is their way of showing, yeah, so Bobby's grandpa on dad's side. Yep, because Bobby shows me that and then shows me the scars on the chest. Yes, and your father's still alive. Yeah. That's just your grandpa's way of saying that he's aware and they're showing me something valid so that we would know who that is, okay? And I don't know if you've been extra exhausted lately, if you've been having to fight for your truth or fight to show your true colors of who you are. But whenever I see this for somebody, I feel like just be patient with yourself and know that your soul family is coming around. And are you with somebody now? Because Bobby makes me feel like they were a matchmaker in it, like they were your Cupid, if that makes any sense. Do you guys have a Texas reference? Like, do you live in Texas? Did anybody live in Texas? Yes, I've been so tired. I've been worn out. I never knew Bobby. The way that it works is if they're blood related, or even if they were married into the family, actually, If they're part of your ancestor group, they will come forward. Do you know what I mean? Fiance's dad is from Texas. So see, you have a fiance. This is Bobby's way of saying, I'm over on the other side, working hard to help you to make up for things that weren't done properly. Do you understand? And brings up Texas. Yeah, I keep seeing that. And he keeps showing me two. Do you have two kids, Rebecca? Do you have two kids? And who's in accounting? Or did you just have to do... I keep seeing a bunch of receipts, and then I just keep seeing a calculator. Yes, I have two. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's just their way of showing me that. Are you an accountant, or did you just add up? It almost makes me feel like someone's an accountant or is doing something with their taxes. I just started my own business on Mother's. Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing like adding up my receipts for my taxes or something already. So that's just their way of showing that they're watching over you, okay? They in unison are saying that you've been through so many struggles. I've been keeping receipts all year because of that. Yeah, that's just their way of showing me that. And they make me feel like, are you the first in your family to have your own business or the first to do what you're doing? Because they're making me feel like they keep saying you're the first. So I don't know if that means you're the firstborn or you're the first. It made me feel like you're the first to do what you're doing for a living right now. Does that make sense? Can I ask you, are you, yes, first to make a way for themselves. That's it. Are you going on a cruise or something like that? Or did one of your grandpas that you wanted to hear from today, did they like cruises? I keep seeing a cruise ship. I'm on a boat. It's a big boat. So that's like a cruise. It's not just like a couple people on it. I'd go for a ferry boat too, but I think it's a cruise. So if you have just been looking at that or thinking of that lately, no, Mama was buried by the ocean and I have a lot of her ashes. Okay. Yeah, just know they just keep showing me, it's like a cruise ship. I just keep seeing that over and over again. So it's so funny. The only time I've seen this for somebody before where it did make sense is I saw them a year after I gave them the reading and they're like, oh, remember you showed me that cruise ship? Well, my husband surprised me and we went on a cruise together. So I just know I'm seeing it and they keep showing me that, okay? I do feel that they're in unison saying that the worst is behind you. All the changes that you made to have a better life, that's coming too. Yeah. Just for now, I know that he's proud of you and the steps that you're taking to move away from toxic relationships, if that makes any sense. He's saying it was really hard for you to do that. And whenever I do a reading for somebody like you and I start to see it's a 180, I always say, take a picture of yourself right now. Within a year's time, you're going through such a big transformation that everything's going to be different. Yes, family is number one, but have to step away. Yeah, that's it. So CC, without me knowing what you're dealing with, he's just talking about, he's very aware of it. And it's wonderful because it doesn't matter if we knew them or not. If they were part of our ancestor group, then this is just their way of showing that they're watching over us. Does that make sense to you when I say that? But I definitely hear a 180. She's doing a 180, which makes me feel like by this time next year, you're going to have a whole new life. Your grandmother is making me feel like, can I ask you, did your grandmother, which one of them had like either false teeth or a bridge that they took in and out? And right when you asked me about this is making sense, right when you asked about your grandmother, I felt like my teeth were slipping. So I don't know who had like false teeth, and I'd go for if there was a bridge that they took out and put back in. One of the things I know with your grandmother is she makes me feel like she's a lot like you, and that she wanted to be, she's always trying to put family first, but sometimes you have to pull back because they don't do that for you. Both of them had false teeth. Okay. Yes. That's why. Did you feel closest to this grandmother, the one who's passed away? And yes, she shows me her teeth. Is there an Elizabeth in your family, or an E-L, like Elizabeth, not Esther, no, Elaine, Elizabeth. My Mimi was my heart. Yeah, that's how she makes me feel like. So there's a lot where you guys are alike, and when I see somebody like this with you, and also her and Bobby, like both together, then this is the way that they come through and say, we know you've had a rough time of it. Elizabeth is your baby sister. Okay, thank you. That's the way they'll show me. Yep. That's the way that they show me. Yeah, because I went to say, like, is it Esther? And they're like, no, it's like an E-L, like Elaine or Elizabeth. But your Mimi is like your guide. Do you know what I mean? And she's trying to help you navigate through all of this. And she says that you've been completely spiritually exhausted and physically exhausted, because it's been like fighting for your voice, fighting for truth, fighting your way through all of this. And she says that good things are coming to you, especially, April, May, June. Those feel like really good, smooth months. Do you know what I mean? So whenever I see, yes, a lot of fighting, you're so tired, I see that too. So she's saying at this time, I know it's hard to surrender, especially when it's family, but sometimes the best action we can take is to surrender and rest. And so if there's any self-care that you can do to up your self-care, oh, that's funny, Dancer. I know you're going to be muted, but I'm so happy about that. I love that. That's beautiful. And the only reason I know you're going to be muted is because I'm in the middle of a reading, but I absolutely love that. I love that spirits send out double messages. That means so much. Yeah. So I am pulling back, Rebecca. Please know that they're saying that they're making me feel for you that the worst is over. That the fighting for telling your truth, for your ex, and everything that you've had to go through, it just seems like you're going into the new. Does that make sense? Is Mama with Granddaddy and Mimi? Yes. Yeah. It's like we come from this divine source. You can call it heaven, the other side, the universe, and then we come here to the earth's plane, and then we go back there, and then we're reunited with family members. But when they're gone, I always say they're not gone. Their body has dissipated, but their spirit is very much still alive. Yes, makes sense. I knew, yeah, Mama's with them, definitely. So I am pulling back, Rebecca. This reading is recorded so that you can watch it over on YouTube. Yeah, Sunny, they're all okay. That's the thing, is once they cross over, they're all at peace. Dancer, I love that. That's so funny. And this is on YouTube, so you can rewatch it later and see the synchronicities. But one of the things that I keep hearing for you, Rebecca, is they keep talking about pennies from heaven. So just know that that's their way to watch over you, is to send you sign of feathers, pennies, coins in random places. And that's basically the way that they show you that they're around. Okay. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, I'm almost done with Rebecca's reading and can say hi to people. We just mute people in the time where I'm doing the reading so that I can concentrate on their energy. Thanks, Shelly. But I hope that this brings you some peace and comfort today. This is going to be recorded over on, Trombone Put Hi, over on YouTube. And I'm just going to take this time now to say hi to people. Oh, sweetie, I don't know if your partner cheated. I always say if you're wondering if they cheated, they probably did. But I always say, God and angels show me without me lifting a finger that the truth in the matter, whether I think someone's cheated or whatever. Yeah. So ask your angels for advice to show you without you lifting a finger what the truth is. And then pray for courage to go in that direction. Oh, how soon can... Sometimes people pay in advance just the day before or 2 days before, whatever you like. It's up to your preference. Okay, hold on. I miss my nanny so much. She was the only grandmother I ever knew. I wish... Oh, I was with her when she passed. I know. I wish that too. I always wish that too. Oh, yes. That's okay. Yes. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, Shelly. Yeah, the mods just try to keep things clear in case there's any last messages and things. So thank you guys. When my next reading will be 5 p.m. Pacific Coast Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Coast Time. So a lot of you, Junebug, hi. A lot of you guys have questions about, are my relatives around me? Are they safe? They're all safe, sweetie. We're the ones where they're like trying to help us because we might not be doing so well. Hi, Rosemary. Puppy's doing great. I take her in for a follow-up tomorrow. Dream of premonition. I was looking for a mentor tomorrow. What's on your YouTube? Oh, the things that I have, all of these readings that I have, yeah, hold on. All of these readings that I have done today, they will be, they're being recorded via TikTok. And then once I download them, I'll put them over on my YouTube channel. And how you find my YouTube channel or anything else is you double click this and pull it down and you will see, okay? What's my name on YouTube? I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But if you double click, do you see this, sweetie? Double click that, it pulls down and then you'll see the YouTube. Hey, did you change your, Elena, did you get a new account? I thought maybe someone was hacking. Julie, no, okay, hold on. Hope you're doing well. Julie, was that you texting me on Instagram? The other day, yeah, I think that was me. But Elena, did you get a new page? And just a really quick, yes, you can, little naughty 30. You can pay ahead of time, and it's $40 for a reading, and I will be doing readings tomorrow on here 5 p.m. Pacific Coast Time. So one of the things I want to say, make sure, yeah, okay, that's why. I was like, did someone hack your account? I was going to reach out to you today. Make sure, you guys, sometimes people say, oh, you messaged me right after. I get a lot of spam after your lives. It's because scammers will come on and look at you guys and then they'll be like, I saw you on my live and I have a message for you. That's not me. And it's not the same account. So always look for Julie Talks to Angels. My account has about 43,000 followers. That's how you know it's me. The other accounts will take my name and copy my videos and they'll change it a little bit here and there. And they only have like 300 followers. That's not me. So I'm never messaging you. If someone is messaging you, block them. That's not me. I want you guys to stay safe. I have pinned videos about things like that. The Julie that texted me back is double, yeah, is double ones. Hopefully you reported them and blocked them, because that's not me. I received a request from someone that had your picture, but it wasn't you. Yeah, Linda, if you go to my pinned videos, you will see there's like 40 accounts that are brought up that are pretending, oh, you blocked it, Elena, good. So I will never reach out to you to message you. Like they always go, hi, my love, what's your birthday? Do you know what I mean? And they'll say it's like a weird bot that tries that. And then once you respond, they will say, what's your Venmo? And they go from there. So everybody be careful, okay? I don't read every night, but I try to go on around 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time, 8 p.m. Eastern Coast time. I knew it wasn't you and I blocked them. Good job, Linda. Yeah, I got one of those too. Yep. I have been asking for loved ones to visit me in my dreams, but no luck. Any suggestions? Just keep writing to them. That's my best advice to you. A dream visit isn't as common as the other signs. So as much as we want people to come to a dream because we miss them, just be open to ask them for signs, because their only concern, I just keep hearing, is that we just ask for one specific thing, that we're going to be so much looking at that we're going to discount all the other beautiful signs that they're sending us. So if a song plays on, like Fix You by Coldplay, and you always sang that, or you sang that at their service, or if you're at your odometer of your car and you see their birthday on a license plate, or the odometer of your car when you're looking, or the day that they cross, those are signs. Okay? So on Venmo, I put what I want in the message. Yes, you can do that way too. You're welcome, sweetie. You're welcome. I do, I'm going to pull back here a little bit. I do want to thank the moderators. They do such a good job. Yeah, I wish my dad would give me a sign. I know he's doing well. Yeah, everybody who's crossed over, they're at peace. They're all so much at peace. And they've transitioned into 100% spirit. And that spirit can communicate with you. They're not gone forever. It's just our way of, society's way of thinking. When someone's gone, they're gone. They're not, though. And there's many mediums like myself who keep wanting to show you guys that their body has dissipated, but their spirit is love and unconditional and is always around you, trying to show you signs and directing you each and every day. I found my dad's old wallet today. Was that a sign? Yes. Did it have pictures in it? I feel like I'm opening up and there's pictures stuck. Oh, I know, Brooke. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you a hug. How long does it take to cross over? Immediately is what they've shown me. And I've had 2 relatives with near-death experience. I see feathers and you know he's around. I love that. I love that. I'm so sorry about your baby, sweetie. Yeah, they cross over immediately. They're home. And they rise above their bodies, and they see relatives who are there to help them cross over, and that's how they know where they're going, because they have the extra guidance. Oh, and old bank cards. Ashley, that's crazy though. How's the puppy doing? Great. Thank you guys so much for your prayers. She's really doing well. She wasn't eating for the first 24 hours as much, so I was in just not okay. And her tummy was upset for being under anesthesia, for being under. But she really seems to be doing well. And I don't know if you saw the picture, but when they amputated her toe for the tumor, they wrapped it in bandage and they put a little Christmas tree sticker on it. Hello from Denmark. Have you written any books? I have, LeJune Book. I've written a book called I Am Home, and it's on Amazon, and it's to help people if they have questions, even times after the reading. I try to put as much as I can in there. So it's called I Am Home, and it's on Amazon. I'm always finding dimes, and I want to believe that's your dad. Yes, that's it, sweetie. I'm confused about how to do a TikTok reading. If you can message me separately. When you make the payment on Venmo, I'll message you through there, sweetie. I can't message people through PayPal for some reason. What about always seeing the same numbers? Don't understand why. 22, if you're seeing like random numbers, 22 means angel numbers means keep up the good work. Whatever you're trying to manifest is coming to fruition. But 22 can also mean February 2nd or the 22nd of a month. So it's either somebody's date of their passing that they're trying to show you over and over again, something significant with your age of 22. So it's a lot like when I'm working with spirits, I equate it to like playing charades. Do you know what I mean? I'm not hearing them as clear as I'm hearing you guys. It's like, right. And I'm like, what was that? Did you say your name was Carol? Do you know what I mean? It's like that. If that makes any sense. That's her birthday, the 22nd. I love this. Yeah. Nice listening to you. Nanny gave me a little sign. Yeah, Aunt Elizabeth and Aunt Elaine. I love that. I love that. Finding dimes. Yes. What about seeing 111? Yeah, that's the same thing. If it's somebody's birthday or a month, like that can be November 11th. But 111, whenever you see ones, it means whatever you are thinking at that time is manifesting. Do you want that to come to fruition? If not, change what you're thinking to something else. My dad's anniversary is a passing. I get signs from him a lot. Oh, Lonnie, I'm so happy. Well, I did that reading for Shelly when I was like, do you look like your dad? It seems like you look like your dad, Lonnie. Diana does my... Okay. I don't know, sweetie. I don't know what that said. You guys, I am getting a little bit sleepy, to be honest with you, so I'm going to go log off here. I will be coming on here tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time. 9 p.m. Oh, you do? That's what I thought. Yeah, Lonnie. 9 p.m. Eastern, or no, 8 p.m. Eastern Coast time. See, I'm getting tired, so I'm going to get all over the place. When they cross over their loved one. When they cross over with their loved ones, yes. Good night, Kim. Good night, Junebug. Good night, everybody. Much love to you. I do have openings tomorrow, sweetheart, if you want to sign up for that. My Venmo's right there, and it's a $40 donation. Hi, Dee. I love you. I'm hoping your beautiful daughter sends you the code ASAP. Thanks, Dancer. All right, you guys, I'm going to go take care of my little baby and grab some food and replenish. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this left you with some peace and comfort, whether you received a reading or just watched, and to know that your loved ones are always with you. They're just transitioning like a caterpillar to a butterfly. Doesn't mean that the caterpillar is gone. It just means it's transformed into another form, just like your loved ones. Okay, so keep asking for signs, and if you're not seeing them, then just ask them to bump that up for you so that you're feeling comforted. You're welcome, Lloyd. Thank you for tuning in. Much love to all of you guys, and once again, thank you, moderators. You are amazing. I love you guys.